Hi, welcome to day 10 of our kindness challenge. We are directing kindness towards ourselves today. So listen to your body before you listen to me because you're being kind to yourself, right? So you're going to follow your breath. You're going to do what's appropriate for you. Okay, so we're going to start in a seated position today. Again, these are all the same poses. We're just going to access them or come into them slightly differently so that you have lots of opportunities to just tailor the practice to your own body. In a seated position, I'm sitting directly on the floor. You might decide to raise your seat a bit and put like a cushion under there or a block or something like that. It might make create a little bit more space in your lower back so that you don't feel, especially if you're in a seated position and you sort of rock like this, then my suggestion would be come onto your back or come up into a block that kind of lifts your seat, okay? So we're gonna start. We're gonna notice what it feels like to breathe into the body. So I'm gonna draw my shoulders above my hips. Sometimes bodies want to be sort of pitched forward like this, so you can draw them back. You're propped appropriately, and you settle into a position that feels comfortable for you. Soften your face, relax the base of the skull, maybe shoulders soften. And you notice your breath. Notice it move into your body and out of your body. Pay attention to feelings of wanting to be doing instead of watching. Decide you're going to watch your body being breathed. If your mind becomes active and you want to engage in a series of thoughts, decide you can get back to it another time. Right now you're watching your breath move into your body and move out of your body. And you're going to come back again and again, no matter what distracts you. Being aware that there are no ideal conditions to paying attention, to placing your focus where you want it. Can you watch the breath with a curiosity? What does it feel like when you inhale? What does it feel like in your body as you exhale? Then you might come back into doing. Just take a bigger breath in. Let the breath move out. Another 2 breaths like that. And then allow your eyes to open. Allow yourself to adjust. We're going to come into seated twist. So we're going to take one hand behind. Now let's take both hands behind. And actually I'll show it sideways. So we'll take 2 hands behind. If you're sort of folded in like this, maybe come onto your back and work in a supine twist. If you can take your hands back behind you and you feel like, oh yeah, I can come up on top of my sit bones. When you move your hands away, you can kind of stay there. You don't kind of come back here like that. Then this might be the way that you twist. We'll take a full breath. And then we're going to exhale, and we can cross one hand over to the opposite knee, and the neck and the head is just following what's happening below. I'm turning my chest around a pretty stable pelvic structure. So I'm not going to drag my left hip forward, for example. I'm going to keep it where it is. I'm not muscling around with my arms. I'm going to use my inhalation to lengthen my spine. And I could exhale, maybe find the depth in the twist. then you might notice just bringing yourself back, what it feels like. Come back to the center. And you can just take the hand over to the opposite knee. You can work in the same way. Inhale to get nice and tall. That's it. And then exhale and turn the front of the chest, letting the neck and the head sort of follow what's happening below. Inhale, really explore your breath. Exhale, is there space to move into? You're not jamming or forcing your body into anything. Just breathe yourself into the shape. See if you can notice that difference of like muscling around, jamming the body, or breathing into it, creating the space. And then exploring how you can move into depth. Okay, from this place, come back and just notice what it feels like to come back to the center. That's it. We're gonna come onto all fours. We're gonna come into cat-cow. So you anchor down through the palms, through the tops of the feet, full breath in. Nice long spine. Exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin. We're gonna look back between the legs. And inhale, and come into the front of the body. Exhale, move into the back of the body. You can inhale, it's like you're tugging the hands towards the knees, pushing into the tops of the feet. You're exhaling, it's like a push away with the hands tucking the tail, tucking the chin, looking between the legs. Let's try one more. Knowing that you can continue to work in these shapes if it feels good. Right now I'm going to inhale, I'm going to pull my spine long, I'm going to lower shoulders, shoulder blades, and I'll lift my knees up. But I'm going to get long from the hands on the floor to my hips. I'm going to let my crown reach towards the space on the floor between my hands. And then I'm going to take a full breath here. And then exhale, I'm going to engage the legs. I'm going to find space between the toes. I'm going to lift my sit bones. And I'm going to breathe here. I'm not holding my breath. If you decide you don't want this weight bearing or something going on with your body, maybe come into a cat stretch. You could work that way. But I'm going to move from this downward dog. So your downward dog you could hold for as long as you can manage. Maybe come down to the knees, rest, and then re-explore. But I might decide that if I was finding that straightening the legs made me kind of round up the back, something like that, I might decide, soften knees, shift forward, my shoulders, then I'm going to explore the legs. So I might work like that. I think there's value in holding your downward dog. There's also value in exploring your downward dog, maybe finding one side, finding the other side. Letting the neck and the head be a little softer. Maybe rolling up into the balls of the feet. Descending the heels, spreading the toes, spreading the fingers. And then I'm going to walk my hands back to my feet. Okay, I think I'm kind of walking out of the screen here. Am I? Yeah. Okay, so right here, I'm going to soften my knees. And roll up, standing position. Feels good. Just allow yourself to adjust. Okay, so that's today's practice with the downward dog. So have a beautiful day tomorrow and push kindness into the world in as many ways as you can think. So beyond what I'm saying in this kindness challenge, and then I want to hear about it. I'd love to hear the stories. I've had some emails with stories, but nothing posted on the blog. So post away. And if I see you when I'm teaching, tell me the stories. I really, truly, truly want to hear what you've been up to the last few days. Okay, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.